and girls, and welcome to Miss Sue, Wizard of Curiosity. And this is week 4 for our summer reading program. I hope you've been enjoying all those things. And I start by doing this because I want to every week, but I want to thank some of you who are continuing to watch me and you comment, and even the ones who aren't. So I just want to say thank you. So I want to say hi to Leaf. I want to say hi to Josie, to Kurt and Jody. I would like to say hi to Laurie. I would like to say hi. I'm hoping some of you are watching, like the Simpkins kids, and I'm thinking maybe William is out there. I don't know, but let me know, because I really want to get in touch with you. Well, for this week, we're doing something crazy with pop rocks. Yes, magical conjuring rocks is what I call them. But first, let's read a little bit from our book. I think this is the last chapter because we're reading Wizard and Wart. And remember, for Wizard, who is a retired wizard, but he still wants to do something, moves into a new place. His assistant, Wart, his bird, Zounds, and we've been reading about their adventures. So I just want to continue with that this week. So far, Wizard and Wart and Zounds have moved into a new castle, and they decided to put a sign out that said, Wizard and Wart, we fix problems, because they do all their hocus pocus. And so they get first customer is a snake, and he's in love with a rabbit. And he tells Wizard, I love her so much, I want her to become a snake. So the wizard hocuses and pocuses, and he turns the girl that he loves into a rabbit. Then all of a sudden she comes back and says, hey, I don't want to be a rabbit. I'm in love with someone else. And so he tries to fix that. This week, so we have rabbits and snakes, and that is the name of our last chapter. It's called A Snake and Two Rabbits. Oh my, how's he going to fix this problem? Early the next morning, there was a knock at the door. I am not going to open it, said Wart. Open it, said Wizard. Look, they're eating their breakfast. They're having wizard pops and bug juice. Oh my. Wart, open the door, Wizard said. Wart looked high. There was a tall rabbit. He looked low, and there was Wanda. Remember, she was the rabbit who Floyd the snake fell in love with. Huh, a hairpin, Wart said. He looked lower, and there was a snake. Not funny, said Floyd. So there they are on his doorstep, a tall rabbit, a short rabbit, and a snake, and none of them are very happy. So they walk in and they start yelling, what have you done to us? What is wrong with you? They're all very mad at Wizard. And then Wizard says, that's enough. Even a wizard has his limits. So does a wart. Wizard hocused and pocused. He fussed and he fumed, and poof! Suddenly, 3 warthogs stood where the other animals had been. And those are warthogs. They're not really pretty, are they? But they're all the same. They all have horns and little ears and hooves. And there they are. Oh, wonder if he did the right thing. The tall warthog looked at Wanda. You are the warthog of my heart, he said. Cut it out, said Floyd. I saw her first. And they start to argue. Wizard hocused a little extra. But there was a knock at the door. A new warthog stood there. See the new warthog? And it's a girl. And she says, well, I was just passing by, she told Wart, and I felt an urge to drop in. Warthog of my heart, cried Floyd, who is now a warthog. All the warthogs looked happy and in love. Look at all of them walking out, 2 by 2. You could see in their eyes that they were in love. Oh, good grief, Wart said as he pushed them out the door. Also, goodbye and good luck. Till the next time, he told the wizard. Choose something besides warthogs. No animal named Wart should be that ugly. Remember, he doesn't like that his name is Wart and these ugly animals are all walking out. Uh-oh. What happened? It looks like all the animals are lining up outside Wizard's door. Do you think he was so successful at making matches of those 3 that that's what they could want? Then they looked out the door. Well, it pays to advertise, said Wart. Look at that line. And first in line was a snake. There's a snake, a mouse, there's a rabbit and a turtle and a fox and a moose and a duck and an elephant and a giraffe. And they're all there because they want to find their true love. Doesn't everyone? Vamoose! Wizard shut the door quickly. We worked hard, he told Wart. But now it's time for a vacation. Look at him. I can't do this. I just can't do this. Are we going to the mountains? Wart asked. No, said Wizard. The beach, where there are no snakes. Vamoose, he yelled again. Well, that's a magic word when you need to hurry. And look, he says his hocus and he says his pocus, and poof! They're gone. But they're still knocking at the door. There was a knock at the door, but it was too late. Wizard and Wart were already gone. Yep. So there you have it. And that's the end of our book. We read a whole chapter book during the last 4 weeks. But next week we have a great book. We are going to be reading poems about mythical creatures by my favorite author, Eric Carle. And the pictures, there's my dragon. Remember I told you about the week that we made dragon toothpaste, and I said my dragon had so much bad breath and we made that? Well, there's dragons and there's birds with wings in this book. And there's, oh, there looks like a horse head with a tail, a fish tail, and all kinds of creatures. And we're going to be reading some of Eric Carle's poems about these creatures. So that's next week, boys and girls. But this week, as I said before, we have a treat. we are working with magic rocks, pop rocks. We're going to do something really great. So I want you, if you got your reading packet, you have pop rocks in them. And I'm going to tell you that if you didn't and you're looking for them after this to try the experiment again, you can usually find them at the dollar store or places like that. They're always at Cracker Barrel. If you get up there to the restaurant, they're in that little place that has all the old-fashioned candy. But Pop Rocks was pretty popular back in the 70s because there was kind of a wrong myth going around that if you ate Pop Rocks and you drank Coke, it exploded in your stomach. So then, of course, famous little actors said they did that and that's how they died, which wasn't true, because if people would just turn to science, they'd realize that you can't die from Pop Rocks or Coke or either. But before we do it, I do want you to try. So whatever adult is with you, if you want to open up your packet a little bit and just take a couple out and put them on your tongue. And I want you to listen because this is the science that you can hear. All right? So I have some little Pop Rocks. Mine are pink. I'm going to put them in my mouth. And right away, they start to pop. See that? These little things are filled with gas. Not gas that can hurt you at all. They just make them pop. So I thought, first of all, we're going to bust the myth of the Coke. But I also, in your packet, I told you to get a clear one, clear soda or carbonated drink, because I really want you to be able to see the carbonation, the bubbles that go up. And what's going to happen is when your Pop Rocks, which already have some gas in them, go down into your soda, it will blow up a balloon. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try it twice because I'm also going to do it with the Coke to see, do you need to have a clear soda if it's the carbonation? So we're going to experiment with that first. So I also said that you're going to need a balloon, and don't open this right away, and for goodness sake, don't shake it, boys and girls, because you will have a real mess with your Pop Rocks and your soda all over the place. But I'm using a funnel. If someone can help you hold it open and you don't have a funnel, they can open the balloon and you can pour stuff in that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, hear that? That little hiss? That means that inside this bottle was trapped some gases from the carbonation, and that's what makes the little bubbles. I don't know if you can see them. Mine are really going up there. That's what makes them go up. So you take that off. And then I'm going to put my funnel, put that aside for just a second. And I'm going to try to put my Pop Rocks in my balloon. So the Pop Rocks are going to rest on the bottom. So I'm going to put my little balloon on my funnel like this. And then I'm going to take my Pop Rocks, and that's how I'm going to fill my balloon. So my Pop Rocks are down here. Like I said, if you don't have a funnel, have someone hold the opening open and then you can put some. You don't need a whole thing. I mean, I think the more you put in there, the bigger the balloon will get. But we're going to see. I mean, it's science. We're going to experiment. So once you have that, take it off your funnel or wherever. Here is your soda. Do not pour the Pop Rocks in yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that so it's nice and snug over. I didn't pull it up yet. They're still right here. But once that I pull that up and the Pop Rocks go down, I'm going to see if I can blow up this balloon. Okay? All right. Let's see what we... Oh my. Oh my goodness. Listen. Something's working. My balloon is blowing up. Let me make sure I have all of them in there. Can you hear that? It's working. It's a combination of the carbonation in the soda and the Pop Rocks that have this little gas in them. They can't hurt you. Neither one can hurt you. But it's blowing up my balloon. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, that is. When the soda starts going down, the bubbles are going down, it means that, yeah, your balloon is almost full. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, you know, I'm going to take that off. Look, I didn't even have to blow this balloon up. Well, maybe I won't take it off. But there you have it. There's one. Okay? So, you know, the whole myth was behind Coke in your stomach that you drink and the Pop Rocks. And, oh, Mikey passed away that way and so on, which wasn't true. And the scientists came out and they said, we're going to prove that that's not true, boys and girls. You can't get hurt from Pop Rocks. And soda, shouldn't drink a lot of it because it's not good for your teeth either. But it's not going to kill you. But I thought, you know what? I'm one of those people, because I am Miss Sue, Wizard of Curiosity, I got to see things for myself. So I have my good old Coke here, and I am going to do the same thing. This one, I don't know, strawberry flavored these. I think those were candy apple or watermelon or something. But anyway, so I'm going to cut the top off of these because I'm not strong enough to just pull it apart. I don't know why I'm old, maybe. So here we have this. Going to do the same thing. Don't take it off until you're ready to go, because you want the carbonation, that's why it's hard. See, if you push on it, it's hard that way. That's because all the gas in there that's with the soda that keeps it fizzy when you drink it is in there. And the longer you keep a soda, that's why when you keep a soda, you should always put the lid back on, because it keeps that carbonation in there and then it stays fizzy. But if you leave it off for a long time, well, I'm going to tell you right now that it's not going to be fizzy. I think this one I'm going to wait until I get my Pop Rocks in my balloon until I actually put it on. I'm going to see if I can get my balloon to blow up even more. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my funnel, my balloon on my funnel, nice and tight. So here you have it. There we go. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take my Pop Rocks and I'm going to fill my balloon. Or like I said, you can just have someone hold it open while you pour these in. So here they go. Come on, little boys and girls. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to take my funnel off. My Pop Rocks are in here. We're going to try this with Coke. And I don't know. I said clear liquid in my thing. But, you know, let's see. I think it's the carbonation and not the color. but we're going to check it out. So, there's the fizz. We open it up. Okay, all my gas is in there. My bubbles are starting to come to the top and so on. This is Coke. Hey, you people from the 70s. It's perfectly fine. Look how harmless. Oh, my bubbles aren't going in. There we go. There we go. Well. Oh. There it goes, boys and girls. It's blowing up my balloon. That is so cool. But you know what? The carbonation, I think this one was a little shaken up because a lot of the bubbles are going into my balloon. I can see them in there. See this? See the carbonation? Some of the soda went up in there. But it's blowing up my balloon. Which one was better? This is the Sprite, and this is the Coke. Looks like it doesn't really matter as long as it's carbonated, but it looked like this one worked better when I opened it first, let it sit for a minute, and then put the balloon on. This one, I opened it up and put the balloon on right away and it didn't blow up as much. Or it could be the Coke versus the clear liquid, which I have Sprite. So there you have it. There you go. That's science. See, always turn to science when you want to know if something is real or not. And that's what you do. So, we busted that myth, didn't we? And that's good. And now, if you've kept a couple of these out, you can eat your Pop Rocks because they're really, really fun. And it's the science also of hearing things. You know, we've seen a lot of stuff that's sight. We've had some stuff that smells. And now we actually can hear science, which is really cool. So that's it for today, boys and girls. I look forward to next week spending time with you. And I just would like to say, as I always do, please be kind when you go out. Do something unexpected for someone. I post a kindness challenge every week, and I'm hoping that you take a look at that with your families, because there really can't be too much kindness in the world. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.